guinea pig!
The Vineyard Farmhouse YouTube channel signature dish.
Ah!
Hi, I'm Alyne. Welcome to my kitchen. And y'all, it's that time again. It's another signature dish for another YouTube channel.
Brad!
And this is for Brian at the Vineyard Farmhouse. For those of y'all that don't know Brian, his name is Brian Lee. His channel is the Vineyard Farmhouse. He goes live every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. And he is a part of Family Night that includes several other channels that start at, I think, 6 p.m. Central. And then they have one at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Central. Then Brian comes in at 9 p.m. Central to end out the night. And there's a lot of good channels there. But this is about Brian. And y'all, I watched some Brian videos, quite a few of them, to find out what I could about Brian, because I'll be honest, I mean, I didn't know a lot about Brian or about his channel, and so I had started looking up some stuff about it. And the one thing I can tell you is consistent with his channel is you're going to meet Paco. And I'll get to Paco, but you will see Paco throughout Brian's channel. I will tell you that. And Paco is a cutie. Okay. What I'm making for Brian is a glazed quail. It is a grilled glazed quail with Parmesan potatoes that will also be grilled. And I've never made a quail or cooked a quail before. I've never eaten quail before. I've seen it cooked. I've watched people eat it. I've seen people raise them or whatever. And I've always been interested. Piggy's never had quail before.
Oh.
So when I was thinking of this dish for Brian, I was trying to think of something to fix for him, and I got glazed quail. And so we're having, like I said, grilled glazed quail with Parmesan potatoes. And I'll tell you a little about Brian as we go through. Let me check out my little... Yeah, I have to look at my recipe. I'm sorry. The ingredients for this dish, we have 1 quail. Now, if you want to make enough for more than 2 people, then please use more than 2 quail. I would say 2 quail is going to be more than enough for me and Piggy. We'll probably have 2 meals out of this one. But that's to be determined by you on how much quail you can eat. And for the potatoes here, I have 4 small potatoes. You can use 3 to 4 small potatoes or 2 medium potatoes. I have half a teaspoon of Piggy's to rub, which is optional for, if you don't have it, you don't have to use it. That's not saying you have to. A half a teaspoon of dry parsley. I didn't have any fresh parsley. I thought I did, so I'm using my dry parsley. And I'm only using a half a teaspoon of that. And I've got somewhere between a 4 to a half a cup of freshly grated Parmesan cheese. Okay. I got my salt and pepper. Yeah, I get everything on mixed up. Okay, now that's everything for the Parmesan potatoes right there. Okay. Now I have salt and pepper here to salt and pepper the quail with before I put it on the grill, and that is to taste. You put whatever you want. You can leave it off if you don't want it on there. Okay. I have my mixing bowls here. And for the glaze or the barbecue sauce that I'm making to put on this, I have a 1/3 of a cup of ketchup. I have a half a tablespoon of mustard, 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. I have 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. And if y'all see stuff in there, that is grape jelly. I have 1/8 of a teaspoon each of salt, black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and paprika in here. And I have a 1/4 of a cup, roughly, of Concord grape jelly. Okay? Now that's the ingredients. And you're asking, why are you using and specifying Concord grape jelly? Well, that's because Brian at the Vineyard Farmhouse has Concord grapes on the vineyard, in the vineyard.
Who knows? That might have been some of his grapes in that jar of grape jelly.
You never know. See, Brian does a lot of different things. He is renovating a 2-story farmhouse. He also has videos of maintaining the family vineyard, as well as growing and harvesting the grapes. And again, they are Concord grapes. So you'll see all types of videos on his channel. And the thing about it is, with Brian, you never know what you're going to find. I've seen some interesting videos on his channel. I really have. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some salt, and I'm just going to kind of lightly salt over the top of this little birdie. Then I'm going to sprinkle some black pepper on top of this little birdie.
Don't make the little chirpy sneeze.
Ain't the chirpy sneeze and worry about it, me. And I'm going to flip that over because I'm going to season the inside of this little birdie. And y'all, this came whole, and it is a whole quail. I got it at the grocery store. And Piggy rinsed it for me and cut it in half. Okay, that's salt and pepper taste right there. Now, I'm going to set my little birdie over here to the side. Piggy has already started my grill up outside, got it heating up for me. And we actually had to move it up on the porch just in case it rains, for the simple fact that we heard some thunder boomers a while ago. Right, so now I'm going to make my glaze to go on this. I'm going to put some ketchup in there. I think some get Piggy out of this. And if you wonder why I have an empty bowl over there, well, I'm actually mixing this up. I'm going to put about a half to 2/3 of this in the bowl and heat it up in the microwave so it'll be easy to spread on the quail. And the other third of that I'm going to leave in this pan right here, and I'm going to use it as a dip for the quail. So it's going to be a glazed quail, but it's also going to have a dip to it. Okay? I'm
going to dig. What's it doing? Doing a waltz? Going to dip?
You don't dip in the waltz, do you? I thought that was the tango or something that you dipped in, or the rumba or waltz. I don't know. I don't dance.
It's one of them classy dances.
Last dance I actually did was the Charleston when I was in school.
Last dance. Last dance.
No, I didn't do no flash dance. I did the Charleston.
No, that's not last dance. That's for another song.
Oh, okay.
Last dance, last chance for love.
Oh, I had no idea. Yeah, I don't know. All right, we're going to pour the apple cider vinegar in here. I'm going to pour the Worcestershire sauce in here. It's called Worcestershire sauce. I think it's what it's called, Worcestershire.
Well, the way it's spelled, it's pronounced Worcestershire.
But it's called Worcestershire. All right, getting all that in there. Now, Brian, I have to tell you, if there's anything in here that you don't like, I'd say omit it. Put in there what you do like. I better not do that because Piggy will take that and wash it. I know the Piggy. I'm going to put my grape jelly in here. All right, get out of there.
Can I have these?
You can have them.
All right.
You can have that one too. You'll see everything is in my bowl. And I'm just going to whisk it together until that grape jelly is kind of broken down enough to say it's broken down anyway.
I know what I'll be able to have for a dessert snack after a while.
You do.
Yeah. Peanut butter and grape jelly sandwich.
That's it. Okay. Now I'm going to give Piggy my whisk. You can have that.
I can.
Yep.
Well, thank you.
And what I'm going to do, like I said, I'm going to put about a half to 2/3 of this in here. Because I'm just going to brush this on the quail. And the rest of this I'll put in another little bowl for dip. And what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to have Piggy stick it in the microwave for me for about a minute. Actually, I'll say 30 seconds, Piggy, if you don't mind. Put that for 30 seconds.
Oh, you going to raise it first before you put it on the grill?
No, I'm going to have that ready to take out there with me. And now I'm getting in a pan. I put some aluminum foil on it. Now for the potatoes, you can use aluminum foil, heavy duty aluminum foil, or you can use an aluminum pan like you buy at the store. It's up to you. However, if you use an aluminum pan, I would say please remember you're going to need something to cover that pan while this cooks. Okay, now again, Piggy,
Yeah.
cut these in dice. These are new potatoes, small new potatoes. I'll show you what I've got here. They're about, this one here is one of the large ones I've got, but this is what they are. They're fresh new potatoes, and it's got the peel still on them. Piggy washed them for me and diced them. Okay.
Wash, dicey.
And instead of putting them in individual packages, I'm going to go ahead and just put them all on here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to sprinkle my Piggy's to rub all over the potatoes. Like I said, this is optional. You can use whatever seasoning here you want to use. If you want to use like a garlic salt, garlic powder, onion salt, onion powder, paprika, whatever you want to use to season. Just salt and pepper if that's what you want to use. Go for it. But this is how I'm making my Parmesan potatoes for Brian. Like I said, this right here is a little bit of parsley flakes. And we're just going to mix this right here together. Okay, that there. And now here I have a tablespoon of butter. I don't remember if I said tablespoon of butter, but I've got a tablespoon of butter and it's kind of broken up. And I'm just going to put little dots throughout over the potatoes.
It was, y'all know that one.
Piggy's going to town today, y'all. He's doing good with the songs. Okay. And now I'm putting my Parmesan on top. And again, I said fourth to half a cup. If you want to use more, it's entirely up to you. I love Parmesan. For me, when it comes to Parmesan potatoes, you can't have enough. There's no way you can have too much cheese. And Piggy would agree with me on this stuff.
Parmesan, you got that right. That's good stuff.
Yeah. He likes the Parmesan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to fold this up this way. Fold this up this way. And I'm going to make a little packet, y'all. I'm going to have to adjust some of this stuff to make a good packet.
And not knocking y'all that like that Parmesan stuff you get at a pizzeria. But I never was able to taste that. Yeah. And then when she got this real Parmesan from the store one day, and I got a whiff of it, I was like, oh, that smells good. And then I got a taste of it. Piggy was hooked.
So the thing about it is now, if you want to use the stuff in the green box, you can. That's entirely up to you. I recommend getting fresh grated Parmesan or buying Parmesan and grate it yourself. Okay. You want to hand me the sauce over here, Piggy?
Sauce.
The glaze.
And that stuff you haven't put in the microwave.
Yeah.
Microwavy.
Yeah. And Piggy has mashed potatoes and give that to Piggy. And I'm going to get another little thing here, put my dipping sauce in.
Well, that smells good. Heat it up.
Well, yeah. We'll go ahead and put this in this little bowl here for our dipping sauce. Sorry, y'all, got that on my tongue. It actually tastes pretty good, too. Now, Brian, if you decide to make this, I hope you share with Papa and Mama and the rest of the family.
You might need more than one quail, though.
Well, that's why I was saying, this can always be doubled. The recipe can be doubled or tripled, depending on how many's eaten.
Just depends on how much you can eat.
That's it. Now I'm giving that to Piggy.
Gimme.
And I'm going to put a little bit of aluminum foil over this little dipping sauce I got going here. I'm going to set that right there. And I'm going to put some aluminum foil over this because I will not be using this for about the first 10 minutes or so. And I can let this sit here. Ready for me. Now I will put this on my regular cook stove. Y'all, my little
It bit the dust last night with that power outage.
yeah, we had a power outage last night and it kind of went kaput. So I had to order me some new ones. So we're gonna take this and put it on the grill. He can pause or he can start over or how he wants to do it.
Good. All right.
Right, as you can see, my grill is in a different spot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and piggy this tray here with potatoes on it.
Taters.
And I've got this set off to do an offset. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one little piece of this quail right there. And the reason we're doing this up here again is it's raining. It started thunder booming and then it started raining.
I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but let's
There's
focus in for a minute.
Has he been outside this
I
morning?
guess he has.
All right. Now I'm going to trade pans with Diggy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my potatoes back here toward the back. A little bit of heat there. I'm going to hopefully shut this down. I'm going to have to move that over just a touch, get that out of my way. Right. We're going to go back inside. This is going to cook for probably about 10 to 15 minutes. I'll come back out, check it, and then start my glazing process. And move some stuff around on the grill. So we'll see in about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know how well that's going to do.
Getting there.
Yeah. So it's been about 12 to 15 minutes, somewhere around there. So I'm going to take some of this. I'm just going to slather it on a little birdie here.
Little birdie.
And this is why I wanted to separate some out, because I'm putting it on this birdie. Yeah, it's been on the grill for a little bit, but once it's been on this little birdie, I do not want to take and dip the cooked birdie back into it.
Right.
So what we'll do is we will slather this on this little birdie here.
Baste it. Baste it real good.
I'm trying to get everywhere I can get with that little bird.
Got some down on the side over here, still a little naked. There you go.
Well, I'm going to be doing it again. I'll probably baste it 2 or 3 more times before I take it off. I'm just getting that flavor infused in there.
Right.
And I'm going to close this back up for about another 10 minutes. And then I'll come back out and do it again.
All right. All right.
All right, y'all. It's been about 10 minutes. Somewhere between 8 and 10. I'm going to turn these tables.
They're looking better.
Yeah.
The thing's still putting off heat.
Oh, yeah. It's been off a lot of heat.
Okay.
I'm going to lift that here up just a little bit. Get over that. We're going to
Glaze number 2.
turn that bird around just a little bit so I can reach them with the glaze. Now, I normally don't put sugar or sweeteners in my barbecue sauces, but I wanted to incorporate the grape jelly, I should say, for the Concord grapes, into this recipe somehow. And I know that when you add sweetener to a barbecue sauce, it can be really good. So that's why I did this, and why I used grape jelly instead of brown sugar or molasses or anything like that. I can tear it now. It smells amazing. And I'm going to make sure that little birdie right there is going to move too. Well. All right. There we go. Yeah, he'll move. I just want to make sure they weren't stuck to the grill. Now I'm going to take this right here, kind of put over that and hold that heat in. Close that up. And I will do this one more time, probably about another 8 minutes. I'll come out, I'll check the temperature, and then I'll glaze them one last time and let it go.
All right.
I know, yeah, I'm going to check the temperature. And I'll stick it here in this thigh area. Let's see. Going up, it says 144, 145.
What's it supposed to get to you?
Around 165, I think. Well, that's for all poultry. I'm setting 150 right now. I'll double check when I go back in there on my little thing. But I'm going to put some more of this barbecue, so I'll put the last of this stuff on there. Slather some right there.
Slather, slather.
Oh, yeah, that looks so good.
What would you rather?
All right.
Hey, this thing's even got a belt clip thing on it.
Well, it's so you can clip it to a pan when you're checking the temperature.
Yeah,
and
but you also if you're outside and you want to keep it handy, you can put it on belt loop, or pocket, and there it is.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna cover this right here, back up on that one. Tell you what, let me run grab my timers really quick, and I'll be right back and do what I'm gonna finish. What I'm gonna do.
That.
All right, y'all, I'm back, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these taters and I'm gonna move them over here. I'm going to grab that little leggy right there, and I'm going to bring these little things right here over the direct heat.
Grab him by the leg, grab him by the leg.
I'm going to put these potatoes over here off indirect heat. Walk them around a little bit. Let this right here cook over this direct heat for just a little bit.
Ring around the rosy, pocket full of posy.
All right, cover that up. I'm going to let this cook for about another 7 minutes, and then we'll come take it off the grill. All right, everybody, it is off the grill. I got it plated, glazed quail with Parmesan potatoes. There you go. Watch Brian's videos or not. You'll find out if you do that Brian does a lot of things. And I was amazed at how busy this man really is. And this is just what I wrote down. I said, you might find Brian working on the farmhouse. He may be gardening, working in the vineyard. And when I say working in the vineyard, I mean repairing the trellises for the grapevines, or taking out old vines, putting in new vines, whatever. You know, there's a lot to do in a vineyard. I don't know a lot about that. I just know what I've watched on his. You might find him maintaining the farm, which might be mowing and doing other things. He stays busy. And
It's basically a farm.
it is a big farm, but it's got a great vineyard on it. And
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Basically a farm. You got to do all the things that you might do on a farm, because taking
maintain.
care of grapes is probably one of the most challenging of fruits to cater to, especially for all the things they're used for.
Yeah, and you have to maintain the equipment and everything else that goes along with that. And now I mentioned Mama and Papa a while ago, early on here. You might see Papa in quite a few videos, in the live videos or whatever. I've seen Mama, I think, in maybe one or two, and I've heard Brian talk about her on some of them. You also might hear him talk about Johnny Joan, that's his sister, and Jamie. And I'm not sure if Jamie's his brother or his brother-in-law. Not sure on that, but I do know he mentioned Johnny Joan being his sister. And I mentioned Paco earlier. Paco is basically, in a sense, the star of the show. And Paco is Brian's rat terrier. And he is adorable looking. So, yeah, that's what I know about Brian. Other than that, I know that he is a big supporter of a lot of YouTube channels. He is in the lives. He watches their videos. He comments on the videos. He shares the videos. He has a group page on Facebook that he allows YouTube channels to share their information on. So he is out there as a supporter of a lot of different channels. So please, if you would, go check him out. And now we're getting to the really good part of this. Brian, I hope this meets your approval, your expectations, and it might be something that you would eat.
In case you need it.
I don't know that I will because this meat is really tender other than it being on the bone. Cutting a piece of this breast part right here off. I'm going to go ahead and try this meat first, y'all. It looks and smells good. Oh, yeah. That's good.
Pretty good, huh?
Mm-hmm. On part of this, I cut a piece of gristle. I don't eat gristle, y'all.
Parmesan tater time.
Now for the potatoes. Oh, yeah. Good. Piggy's going to love these, y'all.
Oh, I know I am.
Mm. Well, this is my signature dish for Brian. Glazed quail, Parmesan potatoes. Please check out the Vineyard Farmhouse. I will leave the link in the title and in the description. Brian, again, I hope it meets your approval. And thank you for letting me do this dish for you. Everybody have a great day. Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Where's my fork?